Alright, let me check up on where I was here. The gold mine is mine. Gondola is down there waiting to pick up some rocks. Tarnum is over here waiting to clear the way to Valtara through that portal, which leads out here. Good, glad I know. And the enemy heroes are running around. Don't forget to recruit the troops from places such as the Goblin Barracks each week, said Hardex, the advisor. The more, the mightier. As it happens, I recorded this session before, but it crashed. I have a magnificently powerful group of rocks here now on account of those extra rocks deciding that they wanted to join me, and that is such a big stack that I am going to split it so that they can do more than they would do as a whole unit, particularly if I'm fighting separated enemy stacks. And it's time to take on these behemoths. It may have been a good idea for me to keep my most powerful stack united with this, actually. Oh dear. Oh dear. I definitely did better with this fight when my army was not beset with a high morale behemoth. No room for the swordsman now. However, the rocks can come up here and finish this thing. So I lost a lot of orcs there, but I got through it. Ah yes, now I am presented with the opportunity to pick up luck as an extra hero skill. If I do that, Tarnum will only have one more skill he's able to pick up later. However, basic luck has a similar effect in battles to your morale bonuses through leadership. If you have a morale bonus, your troops can move again. If you have a luck bonus that gets randomly rolled in combat, then your troop basically critical hits when they do their damage. And that is also awesome, and it makes a fantastic combination with leadership. My plan here is to rush through, take this tower, and then rush through this portal here, which will let me out there, and rush to taking this tower as well, because I don't think either one of them are strongly defended. And then I will control 3 towns to the enemy's 1, and be able to capture all of the rest of these resources at my own leisure with a greater income stream. I also particularly want that sack of gold right there, which is being guarded by those iron golems. So after I take this town, that's going to be my next priority. Am I really that confident that I can take this town? Yes. Yes, I am. I'm going to use some magic to cast down some of these magi and show them that they are not the only ones who can cast spells, although they are going to take some of my goblins down in this fight, because ranged units do that. Really a pity about those orcs. Here's an example of why it was useful to split my rocks. And I will rush towards Valtara, barely stopping along the way. All these mines, all these creature stacks that would probably be fairly easy to dispatch, I can deal with those later, after I have taken away the most important resources my enemy has, their towns. Now you are standing on the rock tower, so let's recruit those rocks. And head back up towards the city, hitting up the important structures on the way. Yes, I definitely want to upgrade my cliff nest because thunderbirds are the best thing ever. And I will recruit some of them once Gondola can go and pick them up. Tarnum. Progress to the city of Valtara. It shall be yours, my king. I should be able to win that fight. Yes, yes I can. Those magi will be high on my hit list. Very high up on my hit list. Oh, can I not quite reach the gremlins there? So close, yet so far away. Oh well, that'll work. Screw this. Rocks go faster so that you can deal with those magi. And now I can bring my foot troops into the city. Your rocks are hasted? Fuck that! Your rocks are slowed! Oh well. I can deal with it. I can win this battle with my other 20 rocks! You can't hit because they were in a different stack. Lovely. I will increase my archery. I don't particularly want to spend my main general's last available square on scouting. He can have lieutenants do that for him. Over here, I'm going to build the Wall of Knowledge, which is a special wizard thing which enables your heroes to gain knowledge in much the same way as over here. You can build the Hall of Valhalla to increase their attack. Which I will, because I feel like it. Upgrade these rocks, hire more Thunderbirds, and rocket across the map with them. Go have fun, Gondola. I'm not even going to worry about those goblins or those orcs right now. Just be fast and be free. And be furious, I suppose. It was on my way. I wonder what that is. Watering hole. What does a watering hole do? I honestly don't remember. Anyway, it's time to defeat these iron golems, get my hands on even more gold. The income of the wizard cities, of course, will also help me substantially in recruiting my armies and waging my war. And once I'm holding 2 of them and there's only 1 left to stand against me, as I said, I can continue the campaign entirely at my leisure. You find a bag of gold on the ground, pick it up and throw it to your nearest captain, who promptly drops it. What are you talking about? Gondola's nowhere near here. Oh well, I guess we're presuming that I have a captain somewhere amidst these units. Let's say it was one of these 12 swordsmen. Swordsman drops it. As the men rush forward to pick up the scattered gold, you pick up the bag, but impossibly it is still full to the brim. The endless bag of gold gives me 750 more gold per day, which reminds me, how much income am I getting from this one? 2,000 gold per turn, because it is upgraded to a city. I'm pretty happy with that. Alright, Tarnum, let's press forward. And Gondola can follow on our heels, collecting the resources that we have left behind. There's also a witch hut there. And I'm honestly thinking to myself, I have the gold for it. I think I want to hire another hero. They won't go with me because they won't be my strongest, so it doesn't really matter what they're good at. I can just have them wander around, do some more of this item collection, like picking up the loose ore, grabbing the windmill if I hadn't gotten it already, grabbing these, and then I can go and sit her... What's your name? Oris. What's your story? Oris did not show much promise as a mage early in her career, but her uncanny ability to learn nearly any spell she sees cast has made up for any apparent lack of magical skills. The battle mage. What's Gundola's story? Orphaned at birth, Gondola was raised as a daughter to Duke Baragas, Upon learning that he was not her true father, she joined the military, hoping to die an honorable death in battle. It hasn't happened, and she's become a feared leader in the military. Okay. A warrior with a death wish. I can get behind that. Alright, so Oris can help me pick up resources. I won't worry about her development. And I can give her the Legs of Legion, which Gundala is currently holding, to go and stand in Dalara and permanently increase its production. Let's wait for the Ogre Magi to come closer. That will do, I suppose. Surprised they survived that. And then fly up my rocks, who should be able to take down these stacks. Almost. Alright, I lost 3 goblins there. The wizards created the teleporters to travel quickly between the wastelands, but you have found they can be used to your advantage as well. With them, you'll be able to strike at your enemy with the deadly speed of a rock bike. A rock biker. With them, you'll be able to strike at your enemy with the deadly speed of a rock viper. That is certainly the plan, Tarnum. That is certainly the plan. I have developed my army sufficiently that I should be able to just rush, eliminate the main enemy resistance in these areas, and then sail on through. Fograr, one of the most experienced soldiers among your captains, advises you to consolidate your troops under your own leadership. That way, they can protect you from the treacherous wizards, and you'll be able to attack using strength in numbers as well as strength of will. In case you haven't noticed, I've been doing that since the beginning. Machina has a pack of stone golems, a horde of gremlins, and lots of gargoyles, but I don't expect that to deter me. It also has a defensive arrow tower. I did not realize I could do that. Fascinating. Cool, alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there's still a hex there at the drawbridge. That's a big stack of units, that's why I'm concerned about it. I'm less concerned about the gargoyles, even though they do more damage individually. Still, I should probably play this on the defensive. Gonna run out to meet me, huh? Sure, you can do that. 8 goblins that I still have alive. Not anymore. Let's kill the gremlins first with this stack, and then the golems. Tarnum can gain no more experience in this scenario. You know what? That's okay. That is good timing. You have just captured 2 important enemy cities. That is a good job, Tarnum. You have done your part. You have completely done your part. It is okay. Well, since I'm here and I do want to strengthen my Tarnum, let's build another wall of knowledge to give him an additional +1 knowledge. Although he only still has 3 power natively. This is looking good. This is looking good indeed. I suppose I'm also going to want to upgrade these mages guilds and see what I can get out of them. Including the libraries. Because the library offers me 1 additional spell of each level. In this case, it gives me shield over here, which unfortunately I did already know. Haste, protection from fire, slow. Slow is a good spell. Continuing to expand Tarnum's spellbook. Even though he can only cast level 1 and level 2 spells, They can be very useful in his hands. In his brain, in his mind. Alright, go through the monolith. Oris. I think Gundala's gonna deal with all the conflict back here and then take the fight to Cloudspire over there. I guess Oris can keep running with those wolf riders, but I'll give her those legs. Gundala take on the hobgoblins, because when you have Thunderbirds, what the hell else do you need? What I'm really looking forward to is getting Tarnum back to Delare, where I can upgrade those tons of rocks that he has with them into Thunderbirds. I meant to actually attack. Unfortunately, I clicked when my mouse had wandered off of the right square. Have a Freelancers Guild there. Sawmill. Why is it that I can leave guards at the sawmill? This is not something I've ever been offered the chance to do before. That's a really weird feature. What the heck is going on? Got an artifact. It's a Pendant of Total Recall. Renders units immune to the Forgetfulness spell. Not likely to come up, but... Honestly, what the hell is this? Whatever. Okay, I guess maybe I was lucky that the enemy hadn't left guards there for me to fight. Tarnum has already gained his maximum experience, so let's just flag some mines. And Oris can come back in this direction and figure out for me what that witch hut does. And I should upgrade something in the stronghold, probably the city itself. Day 5 begins. Control the ore pit. Do I need more spell points? Not desperately. I'm not planning on getting you into a whole lot more combat. I am fairly certain that that windmill has already been pilfered this week by the wizards who were here earlier. So I am not going to... Again? That's not a regular feature of mines, is it? Okay. Gundala has the opportunity to increase her first aid skill, which apparently she has, or gain some basic leadership. We've seen how wonderful leadership is, but I don't want to overcrowd her with stuff. Let's get better at some things we already have first. When did I get a first aid? I think that was the witch's hut on the first map. Because I would be unlikely to assign that to a hero I intended to kill. This might just become a running gag. I was like, are you sure? You could start with basic armor. You could start with basic armor on all your units. Or on one of your units. I already have it on all of my units. Oh, alright. Are you sure? Are you sure you don't want basic armor? It's right. I already have basic armor. The witch in this hut will be glad to teach it to you. I already have basic armor. My misfortune. You know what? I honestly haven't seen Poor Luck in action much. I've seen things with luck bonuses, but not much with luck deficits. I'm not sure what that would do. Maybe you just fail to do any damage at all. On a hunting excursion, you prove your strength by single-handedly slaying a behemoth. To your surprise, you discover that the behemoth had a group of hunters trapped in a nearby cave and was waiting for them to come out. You've saved your lives, they say. They're hungry and weak, so you tell them to go to your barracks where they will find food. And in return for saving them, they can join your army. Delera has built a behemoth lair. 12 additional goblins, 8 wolf riders, and 10 orcs available to recruit in Delaire. Alright, I have more army. Let's start upgrading these things, because now I suddenly have so much income. I have almost 10,000 income per day on account of the city halls in both of these mage areas. This was so worth my time. Okay. Let's develop the Mages Guild so that I can pilfer the mages' secrets. I will, however, possibly need to use... There's the marketplace. To gain some more ore. However, I have progressed to the point at which I can get fairly good trading rates, or I can just buy them outright with gold. But I don't need to do that right now. Get me more Mage Guild. And I might, actually, on this map, for the sake of power moving forward, I might wait and try to let the enemies retake over one of my towns, so that I can take over Cloudspire and pilfer its Mage's Guild too. Or I might decide that it's not worth the trouble, especially if they don't seem willing to actually do so. I've seen that happen before. A pack of swordsmen. Yeah, it'd be funny if those swordsmen wanted to join me too. Alright. Gondola, you're gonna be the one fighting, so come down here and grab some units. All these wings. Take all these wings with you. And those swordsmen, just in case that convinces the other guys that they want to come with you. Here we go. We'll leave Tarnum a Thunderbird. And Tarnum can run over here, and that looks like a Star Axe is where I can increase my magical power. It is indeed. Ooh, basilisks. There's an artifact back there. I don't intend to be battling anymore, so... This will be dangerous. No, apparently that is not in particular a place where I am choke-pointed in. Well, I'm choke-pointed into having a battle with a pack of Archmagi if I want to go that way. But that's all. Okay, what have we got going on? We've got an experience thing over there. How are your spell points? Your spell points are full. Let's fight those stolen golems. Stolen golems. I don't know why I'm afraid that maybe if they got morale bonuses, then they'd be able to move again, and then I might lose some units that I don't need to lose. Maybe that's what I'm concerned about. Close. Lossless battle. The Thunderbird survives. Horus can continue recruiting some spare units to make sure that I'm not wasting my potential. I mean, I've got tons of units over here. However, the ones which are currently sitting in those external towers will not still be waiting for me at the beginning of the next week. They'll be replaced. A lone, bloody goblin returns from a scouting mission with horrible news. Fograr, your most experienced captain, was ambushed by a wizard. Only the goblin escaped, and he recounts how the enemy brutally executed Fograr on the spot. Fograr wasn't even given the chance to defend himself. What a horrible death. Trapped by magic and unable to defend yourself. These wizards have no sense of fairness or honor. You grip your fist around the hilt of your sword, wishing one of the spellcasters was within reach right now. If only you could strike back at these cowards. Well, that is what we're doing here. And I must say, Tarnum, you've had a fair amount of success at it so far. Lovely, I think that one actually gave me both. It did indeed. It did indeed. Let's take on these basilisks. 13 basilisks. Basilisks are from the... I'm not sure. I think that's the Fortress faction. Not Dungeons, Fortress. And on rare occasion, they have a chance to petrify any creature that they get an attack off against, turning them to stone. This doesn't kill them, it just means that they can't do anything for several rounds. However, the basilisks are no match against my massed rocks. Let's grab some advanced armoring for additional defense, and see what that artifact is. Responding to the panicked cries of a damsel in distress. Yep. Gundala's doing this, is she? You discover a young woman fleeing from a hungry bear. You slay the beast in the nick of time, and the grateful sorceress weaves a magic cloak from the bear's hide. Alright. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I suppose that doesn't need to mean anything in particular. While wearing this cloak, neither you nor your opponent will be able to cast level 3 or higher spells during combat. Well, okay, that's interesting, but Gundala has wisdom, so let's not use that there. That'd be a very useful thing for Tarnum to have, though, since he can only use first and second level spells. There's several Thunderbirds over there. I guess now that Gundala has my army, I have to wait for her to dispatch these things. Either that or just take them back.